scenario, I can still stream, just not on here. And hey, if I don't stream on YouTube, I can do like song requests and stuff. I probably won't because people... Oh, Rabbids? Mario? Yes! I told you, Uncle Lance, I told you. This is what we were talking about. Well, that's already one prediction confirmed. That I got right. I don't know. I haven't seen any gameplay of this, but I saw like the leaked screenshots. But this might be like a fun game to get like a couple of years down the line when it's on sale or something. Oh, maybe we'll hear about that then, Uncle Lance. This game is gonna be so weird. We'll see. Oh well, that's it. He's probably gonna show more, but
hello everyone.
Kind of an odd way to introduce it.
We've always wondered what could happen if our crazy rabbits were unleashed upon the world of Mario.
Really? You always thought that?
Today, the dream is reality.
The dream is real.
And to talk about this unexpected encounter,
yeah, unexpected, except for everyone who saw the leaks.
A very special guest, someone I truly admire. Please.
Ooh, Miyamoto, nice. He's got a bullet bill rocket hand thing. By the way, I will be reacting to Nintendo's Spotlight tomorrow, so be sure to tune in for that. It's super early, much earlier than everyone else's. Dang.
Thank you for coming. We are so happy to have you today. So what have you brought with you?
Well,
what did you bring?
This is a life-size replica. One of the weapons.
Oh, a replica.
Wow.
Nice, you can see it on with Mario behind him.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Wow. So.
That's nice how they made replicas. You mean the waifu to the bottom left, Uncle Lance, of the bottom left of Mario? Mario waifu.
He can have our conversation.
These are a little bit different from the weapons you see in Ghost Recon.
Yeah, very different weapons for very different worlds. This one is, I think, very effective in the world of Mario and Rabbids. So, should do well.
The creator. Yeah, he's great.
I'm so proud of Ubisoft's long-standing collaboration with Nintendo. You know, from the DS to the Wii, and more recently...
I'm just saying, so much English. You know, combined with, like, the French, Ubisoft CEO and the Nintendo...
all the great work you've been able to do.
I don't think he's the CEO, or I forget what his title is.
Yes, thank you very much for all the work
I'm
we've
just
been able to
saying.
do together over the years with Ubisoft.
もうほら出会ってから25年ぐらい経つんですよね。
I mean, Yves, it's already been about 25 years since you and I first met.
で E3 とかに来るたんびに UBI さん
But yeah, Ubisoft's has a long partnership with Ubisoft. Ubisoft's always been there with Assassin's Creed on like Nintendo games. After the fact, like not at the same time, granted, but still.
そのたんびにね、なんか UBI の開発の皆さんのすごい任天堂ゲーム愛みたいなものを感じてきました。
So over the years, I've always felt the deep, heartfelt passion that Ubisoft developers have for Nintendo and its characters.
それは一方でね。 僕は同じ開発者としてライバルですからこう戦う姿勢で頑張ってきたんですけど。
But on the other hand, because we're both software developers, we've also looked at each other as kind of rivals and tried to see who could make the best software.
けどまあイブさんからラビッツの人形をもらったりいろいろして僕の席の前にもラビッツがいっぱいあるんですけども そういうラビッツのヒューモアは
Like that Nintendo Switch pin though.
But of course, I've known the Rabbids characters for many years, and I have many Rabbids figures decorating my desk. And so I've always been a fan of the characters.
I hope so, Andrew. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. This is a good
ラビ
sign.
ッツがどんなユーモアをこうゲームの中で見せてくれるかすごい楽しみにしてたんですね。
So since this project first started, I've been very excited to see what kind of humor the Rabbids could bring to the Mario world.
でただダビデさんに
Oh, wait. What? Why is Nightbot doing that?
And so when I met Davide-san, who is the creative director of this game,
I think it banned you because you said assassins and had the word ass in
I
it.
had just one condition
I'll
for this
fix that.
project.
絶対こうジャンプするゲームとかそういうプラットフォームゲームじゃなくてマリオで今まで作ったことのないジャンルのゲームを作ってほしいとお願いしま
Bot
す。
abuse.
Said, whatever you do, don't try to make a jump game or a Mario platformer. Try to make a Mario game that has never been made before.
よかったですね。
Yes, he is. I believe he is, tough son.
And I can tell you it was an exciting, very exciting challenge for all our teams. And I think we've done something you will love. So thank you very much for giving us the chance to perform on this game.
はい、本当にこうヨーロッパで作るとこんなものができるのかとかね。それからUBI さんやっぱりアクションゲームをちゃんと作ってる会社なんで、こう単性のストラテジーゲームというもののちゃんとこうテンポのいいゲームが出来上がりました。
And so, of course, because the game is being made in Europe, it has a very unique flavor to it. And of course, Ubisoft is very good at making action games, but this game in particular has a great layer of strategy and tactics to it, but with a very good pace.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fresh, actually.
All right, it should be fixed now.
let's
Sorry about
welcome
that,
Xavier,
Andrew.
the producer of the game, and he will show us the game. So thanks again.
Yeah, let's see some of it.
Thanks again, Miyamoto.
Alright, it should be temporarily fixed. You should be able to say other bad words with the word ass in it, but
Finally.
Oh well. Whatever.
Finally, we can talk about this project. So we've been working on this game for more than 3 years now, and to be at E3
3
today,
years? No, wow.
on this stage, it's just super exciting. So, what is this game exactly? So Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a tactical adventure exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, and let's check right away some gameplay.
Well, of course, it's a Switch exclusive, but dang. Alright, let's see gameplay. Nice graphics.
So the rabbits have been teleported into the Mushroom Kingdom, and it made the world completely unstable and chaotic. So Mario, as a true hero, wants to save the day. But this time, with some new friends.
Like I said, this seems like a game that I could see myself buying like a few years down the line for like a couple less bucks or something. Like at a discount.
And at first, they don't really know each other, but in the end, they will form this dream team that will potentially save the Mushroom Kingdom.
I'll say this though, I played Rayman Raving Rabbids quite a bit on the Nintendo Wii. That was a pretty cool game.
And as the game is a turn-based tactical adventure game, combat is a really big part of the concept. So you'll fight wave after wave of rabbit that somehow turn bad, and what we see here is just the very beginning of the game, so it will be perfect to talk about the combat basics.
Yeah, there's
so the
nothing
two
I can
flags
do
you see
about
on the
that on
screen
glance.
Here is to tell you this is a battlefield zone. So you'll switch from exploration mode to battle mode. The blue zone is your zone of movement, so you move anywhere
Yeah.
you want in that zone. But you can also use battlefield ingredients, such as covers, for protection. So
That gives me like an
using
XCOM
cover or full
vibe
cover.
with that shield and stuff.
And we also have what we call Team Jump.
Yeah, everyone
by
in
jumping on your
Ubisoft
teammates,
stream chat
you
is
can
saying the same
expand
thing.
your zone of movement. So here, Rabbid Peach, using Mario, she's able to flank the enemy.
That's right. This really is like an XCOM
So
Mario
you can
Rabbids
also
game.
attack the enemy behind that cover and expose them by destroying that cover, which is really interesting in terms of strategy because for the next turns, you'll be open for attacks. And last but not least, techniques. So from defensive ones like Rabbid Peach shield boost, or offensive ones like Mario's Hero Sight. He's able to attack the enemy even if it's not his turn, as soon as the enemy moves.
I wonder what happens if someone dies. Like if Mario dies or something.
This is a very core aspect of the game itself. So you mix and match attack options, movement abilities, techniques. But we also have
I don't know. I think
other
this is
ingredients,
pretty
such as,
interesting.
pipes, rabbit pipes. So those give you a good move to flank the enemy. So here, for example, Rabbid Luigi goes into the pipe. Out of the pipe, dash the enemy, goes for Mario, team jump, land behind the enemy in one single movement sequence, and then finish off the enemy.
Huh. I'll say this. I did like XCOM, but I didn't like how difficult it was. I didn't like the difficulty.
Here is actually explosive cover, so those have many type
So
of,
I might actually
effects,
really like
and
this.
This one was a push effect, so you can push heroes or enemies out of the boundaries.
All right,
So
see you
again,
on glance.
this is just a glimpse into the basics of the game, and as you progress into the game, you have more tactic tools. You'll be able to do more combo setups. You'll be able to use different type of heroes, different type of weapons, in order to battle your way through the kingdom.
That's true, Andrew, yeah. It would save time during Nintendo's. I still think they'll talk about it, but, you know, if they show gameplay here, that means they don't necessarily have to show as much there. I think they should still show it, though, for people who might not have watched Ubisoft's conference, but still. You're right, I don't think they'll show as much. But yeah, we've been seeing a lot of those types of announcements for the Switch, haven't we, Andrew? Like, they announced Pokken Tournament Deluxe early, and a bunch of that Pokemon stuff, and now this.
Thank you. And that's just a glimpse into the game itself. But first and foremost, this is a project done with passion, with our hearts. So it would not exist otherwise. So we just can't wait for you guys to try the game at E3 this week. For those who are not at E3, you'll see online coverage, videos, and surprises. So have a great conference. Have a great E3. Thank you.
Nice. All right. Well, that moved that game up. That gameplay, like that XCOM-like gameplay, just moved that up on my scale. Would I pay $60 for it? I don't know. Oh, wow. Nice. I gotta say, I'm surprised that, you know, they made something like with Mario using like guns and stuff. I'm sure that's happened before somewhere. Maybe like in Smash or something. I don't know. But geesh. This is definitely a different direction, I think. Okay, real nice. Well, hey, you're just in time. They're showing off the Mario Rabbids crossover. They just showed some gameplay, and I think this is the trailer. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't think it's a day one buy for me, personally, but it definitely looks interesting. Nice. That's a cool trailer, though.